All right, I'm back. So after a horrible ending, of me not realizing my mic was muted for God knows how long, and I got nauseous because what I ate for lunch was really bad, and it was a new thing. I bought a pizza at a gas station, so maybe that wasn't the best idea. So that's not sitting right in my stomach, and I took a nap. So felt sick, took a nap, ate, and now we're back. I really wanted to play this game still, but I just was physically not up to it. But I wanna do it. We're gonna do it. So I literally, where I left out last time, I just paused. So let's resume. All right. So a couple things learning about them too.
Wow, look how small these beds are.
We were so little.
Yeah,
They're twins. They're twin siblings, and they are putting their mother's home up for sale. And this is actually the same house that I believe Tyler, our main character right here, he killed his mother in.
we
Um,
never appreciated this view as kids.
I see trees. Um, and then so I don't know where their bio dad is, but after their mother was murdered, the sheriff who actually arrested Tyler, he adopted Allison, and then he refused Allison to see Tyler for like 7 years. Like basically until they were 18, could they not go see each other again? So now, 10 years later, they're back, and I think the sheriff is their uncle too. So I can understand why, if the sheriff or whoever it is, if it's the
Ooh.
sheriff, I'm just saying sheriff because I don't know, if he's salty at Tyler for killing his sister, that makes sense. So I don't know. Let's see what else unfolds.
Hey, you. I just found your twin under the house. He's seen better days.
Oh,
Oh, this one wasn't mine.
because the one under the house was Tyler's.
Look, it's the game we made. Lucian Tramway.
That game never made any sense.
Didn't stop us from playing all day.
Dude, we were kids. All we needed were rocks and bird feathers.
What's my objective? Find the treasure box in the twins' bedroom. Okay.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about
Chief,
it.
not sheriff. Chief. Okay.
Look what I found!
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
Wow, this is a lot. Once upon a time in an ancient deep forest, there lived a big frog in a small pond. She was a peaceful creature who spent most of her time eating, swimming, and sleeping. From the morning to the evening, she did everything to the smaller frogs. She did everything the smaller frogs did, except did it bigger. She ate more. She jumped farther. She was smarter, and she made much more noise. Everyone in the forest could hear her loud croaking, and everyone was happy that they could. You see it. You see, it was easy to get lost in the forest, but thanks to the frog's loud noises, you could just as easily find your way back to her pond. Maybe it would not have been the same if the big frog had kept singing during the night, but she was too much lazy to stay. She was much too lazy an animal to stay active after dark. Oh. One day, an unknown visitor came to the forest for her first time as a young woman. I don't like that. Uh, it was a young woman, dressed in a beautiful gown. She was walking fast through the woods as she was running away. She never looked back. Many eyes spied the princess pass by, but no one dared to help her. For the mad hunter was on her trail. This is not our business, they said, and we had better look away, for the mad hunter is an unyielding man who loved nothing but hunting down prey for money and glory. Nothing could escape his piercing eye for too long. Bro! So the princess walked alone, without help, until she was hopelessly lost in a big forest. Exhausted, she pressed on with no idea of where she was heading. As the hunter drew closer, dogged in his pursuit, she continued this way until she heard heavy croaking far off to her left. So clear and loud, the princess immediately made her way for the big source of the noise. A few minutes later, she reached a big frog in a small pond, and the frog looked at her with a gentle smile. "Help me, please," said the princess. "I need to rest. I need a place to rest and hide." "Ribbit," answered the frog, and the princess frowned. "Please stop making that noise. The mad hunter is after me." "Ribbit!" said the frog again, so loud the princess had to cover her ears. The creature began to jump in every which way. "What are you doing?" asked the princess. "Stop all that noise, or he will find us." But the frog kept croaking, jumping around to her left and right, up and down. "Ribbit! Ribbit!" Until the princess understood the meaning of all the fuss. Cautiously, the woman climbed on the back of the animal and then leaped. And then, with a leap, the frog set off away from the pond. The frog jumped so high and so far that even the hunter could not find where the princess had gone. With a few jumps, the princess was out of his piercing eye. A few jumps more, and she had vanished for good. The princess closed her eyes and let her clever mount carry her wherever the creature pleased. Less than an hour, the big frog had reached the other side of the ancient forest near the shores of a very deep lake. There she landed without a noise in front of the big wooden house that had been abandoned. "Thank you," said the princess, covering the animal's snout with kisses. "I only wish you could speak, so I could have understood what you were trying to do sooner." As she pronounced those words, something incredible happened. The big frost suddenly was able to speak. Her first words was the princess. Her first words startled the princess. "The mad hunter is always at my heels. Now you're safe. I've had my revenge. You can stay in this house. It has been abandoned for a long time, and no one will find you. No one will look for you here." And then, without looking back, the big frog jumped back to the pond. And this is how the big frog saved the princess, and how she earned the right to speak. Oh my god. This would be a very good thing to read,
Ah, where is it?
You looking
but I
for
don't want
something
to.
in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
I'm stuck, bro.
Mom?
Uh-oh.
Mom! Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
Oh, jeez. Wow.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
You think her room is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I know. We'll have to eventually, and I need it back.
Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
I like how the characters can look at each other when they're talking. Usually that does not happen in a place like this, in a story place like this. Because you can walk around with the characters, but they will never look at each other. But then now, like, then these two, they're good at doing that.
Where'd you come from?
A Tale of Two Swords. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Let's try to guess where her bedroom is. This one?
Hold up.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it, right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Hand it over.
So their mother was a
What
princess.
are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touche.
Sorry about the dog barking outside. Sounds like a big boy. Okay, so it's gonna make me read this anyways, so maybe it's a good thing to do. Which one do I have to read? Enter me. Oh. The princess and the party. So, I'm trying to think. The frog is punished. Which one? Okay, I'm guessing it's this one. Wait, what? Here we go. It's like, the fuck? Once upon a time in a deep ancient forest, the princess was a melancholy because it was 1 year anniversary of she had to run away from home. Sensing her sadness, her forest friends showed up at her door. They were headed by the pelican Puis, Puis, and that's a real word, and I do not know how to pronounce it. And attentive and organized by the moose, stalwart and farsighted. The old bear was there with his claws so sharp, as well as a big frog prattling away. Even the haughty muskrat, who almost never had time for anyone, had to come. The bear invite the bear invited her to ride on his back, promising no wolf would harry her path. This is written in such a weird English, or I'm just dumb, one of the two. And then the animals led her to a fairy glen where the fabulous party has been prepared. There was a buffet of seafood and seafood the pelican had served from her never emptying beak. The air was filled with winking fairy lights. The moose had arranged after clouds filled the sky with a gregarious and the gregarious frog mixed up fizzy drinks. Only the muskrat had done nothing in particular, mooching off everyone else's hard work. Wow, my reading is bad. The princess had a very good time at her party, such a good time that she forgot to say thank you to any of her friends. Noticing this, the fairies devised a bit of a mischief. When the princess went to open her gift, she found three identical boxes at the edge of the glen. Puzzled, she turned back and gasped. The entire party had vanished. Because you have taken your friends for granted, called the naughty fairies. We have hidden them from you. Well, we like games. Guess who has given you each presents, and you'll get your friends back. The princess opened the first box. Inside there was a torch, which, when it lit, it revealed the truth. Said the princess. Someone wants to make sure I don't get lost in the woods when it's dark. That I always see right from wrong. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? Okay, so I'm guessing this is the first right from wrong. Torch. I'm guessing the bear. I think the bear. I think that one's right. The bear. She opened the second box. Inside there was a magic sword, which would leap right out of this bear's hands to defend them. To the princess, someone wants to make sure I'm protected. And I'm never under threat. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? She opened the second box. Inside there was a magic sword, which would leap right out of the bearer's hands to defend him. Sword. I'm guessing. I'm guessing frogs as a leap. Like. So that one too. She opened the third box. Inside there was a bag of coins that always provided money for something the bearer truly needed. To the princess. Someone wants to make sure I have money to buy food when I'm hungry and clothes when I'm cold. Which of my friends would give me a gift like that? The raccoon. Because the thief had. I don't know. The princess thought about her friends. She smiled certainly. Fairies, she said. I may have been thoughtless, but I appreciate all my friends have given me. Wow. But I appreciate all that my friends have given to me and all that they have done for me. She gave her answers, excited, and the vexed fairies were forced to restore the party in a flash of colorful light. One by one, she gave in animals a big hug and thanked them for their presence, party, and all once they had helped decide. And wow. And all they had done to help since she moved to the forest, and that is how the princess celebrated her first anniversary in the woods. torch, sword, and bag of coins. Is there? And the big river swiping is solid on the way to spawning goods. I think that's what it is.
I think I'm just gonna force this open.
You sure? We're not in a rush, and we'll have to fix it.
Alright, one more try.
Do I have to read this whole fucking thing? Just as he got his pop, and a particularly fat one, he heard the woman shouting for help. He considered simply eating the salmon, but then she screamed again, and he lumbered over to investigate. After a short walk, he found the princess clinging to the top of a tree, while a wolf snarled and snapped at the base of the tree. The old bear would normally not get in the middle of such a situation. After all, as a fellow predator, he understood the wolf's need to hunt. But when he saw the princess, he was struck by her beauty, and he knew he had to help. With a great roar, the bear heaved onto his hind legs, raising his full height, and the wolf snapped and snarled in his direction. But the bear roared again, and the wolf took off into the trees, tail between his legs. The old bear fell back onto all fours and stared up at the princess. She regarded him fearfully. "You can come down," he said. "How do I know you didn't save me just so you could eat me yourself?" asked the princess. "I suppose that's a fair question," admitted the old bear, "but I promise you I won't eat you." The princess had no reason to trust the old bear except that he had kind eyes, so he slowly made her way down the tree. This is like some Ted Bundy bullshit. When she reached the ground, the bear only watched her, so she supposed to not. I can't read any. This is too much reading for me. At your home, and the princess and the old bear walked together through the forest back to the big wooden house. After that day, the princess would occasionally find gifts for the bear: fresh caught salmon, handful of ripe berries, and a newly bloomed bluebell. One spring, when a sudden thaw flooded the path of the princess' home, the old bear was there, and she rode his back across the river. The old bear began to think that the princess would be his mate. After all, she had no mate, and she needed one, and he could help keep her warm, and provide her with much more suitable den, and catch the fish for her, and protect her from the wolves. She, in turn, would brush out his fur and pick berries without swishing half of them, and scratched that one part of his back he couldn't reach. And with how she took care of the goblins, she would be an excellent mother for his cubs. One day, the old bear came with a ring of spruce, and asked the princess to be his bride. "I'm sorry," said the princess. "You are a very good friend, and I appreciate all that you've done for me, but I cannot marry you. You're a bear. I'm a princess. It would never work." The old bear was crushed. "Can we still be friends?" he asked. "We will always be friends," she said the princess, "but I will never marry you." Thanks for the night, Beeb. The old bear and the princess carried out their friendship. After 1 year, he tried again to ask to be his bride, but once again she refused him. This happened 1 year later, and the 1 year after that, and then finally the princess said, "Old bear, you are my dear friend, and I appreciate all that you've done for me, but I would sooner have left, the sooner you have left me to the wolves than marry you." Wow, that's kind of fucking rude. And that's how it will always be. I have my hands full with two goblins who live under my house, and they are all I need. That wounded the old bear deeply, but it was finally enough to stop his proposals. They remained friends and continued to gift her gifts of fresh salmon, ripe berries, and a newly bloomed bluebells. But the old bear never again asked the princess to be his bride as much as he thought he wanted to, and that's how the princess befriended the old bear and how she refused him. I have to read all of these apparently. 'Cause I gotta unlock this stupid door, and I don't know. I don't get it. Uh, I don't know. Never. Oops.
You sure you're gonna be able to crack it?
No. I need some help.
I,
I need some help.
need some help.
I've got a few ideas.
Thank
Okay,
God.
I read the story. What was I supposed to get from that?
Look at the wheels. The symbols are the same as the animals in the story.
Yes, I know that.
Yeah. And the princess had to guess who'd given her the presents.
Yep.
Yes, I bet we have to do the same thing.
So the torch. It's supposed to reveal truth and separate good from evil.
Marianne could have used one of those.
The animal we're looking for kind of sounds like a judge or a cop.
We didn't have any cops in the stories. But maybe just a rule follower?
Yeah, I'll keep looking. So, one of the animals gave her a sword.
It must have been from someone who wanted to take care of her physically.
Physically.
I'm totally stumped by the bag of coins.
Yeah, none of the animals were especially rich.
Maybe it's not about the money then. Maybe it's about wanting to help someone in need. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, Master Allison.
I don't have it. I don't have it at all. Okay, the beaver's on there. The beaver is there. Do they have their own story? I wonder. Oh, we're gonna read the pelican story. Once upon a time, in a deep ancient forest, an early winter storm blanketed everything in snow. It was so clearly in the year that the creatures of the forest were not yet ready for an ordinary winter, much less a bad one. And everyone agreed the storm was a sign of the Ice King. It had planned for a long, cold winter. The princess had grown up in a kingdom where it was usually sunny all year long, and the goblins were very young, so no one in their big wooden house knew to prepare for such a winter. The house was not well insulated, and they did not have enough fuel or food. Only the I don't know what that word is. The poised pelican noticed their plight, and when it came to fly south of the other birds, her heart was heavy with sadness. What can I do? She thought. I am a migratory bird, and if I were to stay, who would look after my flock? Uh, the time the time came to go. The time came to go, and the pelican struggled to take flight. It felt, though, leaden weight were stuck right in the center of her chest. What can I do? She thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay here, who would look after my flock? She managed to take off, but only just barely, flapping fiercely to catch up with the other birds. As the pelican began her journey, the storm that picked up, battering her to and fro. She had fallen behind the flock, and she already was growing tired. But for all of her challenges in the air, she could tell things were much worse on the ground. A deep freeze had settled over the forest. The leaden weight in her chest grew heavier. She thought of the princess and the goblins. What can I do? She thought. I'm a migratory bird, and if I were to stay with like from it. My bad. The storm intensified, and the pelican was in total whiteout. She knew that she would have despaired. All she could feel in the way had grown until she could think of might of the sky. How the princess and the goblins ignored it. I should have stayed, she thought. It was the right thing to do, and now I'm lost with no way to make it right. Suddenly, she was plucked from the sky and deposited in the hall of the Ice King. Pelican, he said, you were flying in circles around my mountain. I was lost, she said, weighted down by the weight of guilt in my heart. The Ice King stared at her sagely. Is it guilt or is it something else? Open your beak. He reached down inside her, pulling out a glowing stone. The pelican was surprised at how it filled her with warmth, chasing away the cold out her doubt. You know what you must do, said the Ice King. The pelican flew straight to the big wooden house. Snow had already blown through many cracks, and ice crept in the floorboards, and she found the princess and the goblins huddled in the front, quite hearth, nearly frozen solid. No, she cried, and she placed the stones in the princess's lap. The warmth of it spread through the whole house, melting all that had frozen. The princess threw her arms around the pelican's chest, and the goblins clung to her legs. Thank you, they cried. You're welcome, said the pelican, smiling into deep satisfaction. What is that? Said the princess, staring at the wonderful stone. At first, said the pelican, I thought it was my guilt, but then the Ice King pulled it out from me. I realized it was something much more powerful. Just then, the storm broke and the skies cleared. The pelican filled a big wooden house's larder with food from her beak, and she took the skies, lightened the snow, that her charity every wooden house would be warm and fed until spring. And that's the story of how the pelican saved the princess and the goblins. Okay, so that's keeping them safe. Wasn't that one of the things? Keeping them safe? So the second one's a pelican. Okay, the moose is a part of this, so let's do this. Once upon a time in a deep ancient forest, the crafty goblins were hungry. This wasn't unusual. The goblins were always hungry, but today they were particularly hungry. They opened the wise prince's cupboards to look for a snack, but all she had was a small pile of nuts and berries and just one strip of dried fish. The goblins grabbed it all and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. They went in. They went out into the woods to look for more to eat. First, they dropped by a small pond. The big frog was asleep. Beside the pond was a pile of insects she had caught for her eating, and she woke up. The goblins crept to the pile, careful not to bite the big frog, and then they got loose. As they got close, she ribbited loudly, and they froze. But the big frog kept sleeping, so they grabbed up the pile of insects and gobbled it up, but they were still hungry. As they crept back into the woods, they found a stalwart moose watching them. Oops. Did you just steal from the frog? The goblins tried not to look guilty, but failed. She said we could have them. They cried. Oh, really? Asked the moose. Let's ask her. So the moose woke up the big frog and asked, "Did you say the goblins could have your food?" The big frog looked at the goblins, who knew, who she knew were always hungry, and nodded. Yes, I did. Really? Asked the moose, surprised. The frog nodded, and the moose sighed. All right then. Uh, he had to let the goblins go. And their next stop, the river, they watched the old bear swiping a labor lesson. Yeah, bear. They reached up the goblins, grabbed salmon. The stalwart moose was once again waiting for them. Are you going to tell me what the old bear said you could have that? Yes, replied the goblins. The old bear anteloped at the moment, and the moose asked him, Did you leave that fish for the goblins? The old bear looked at the goblins, who knew they were always hungry, and I did, he said. Really, the moose said. Really, said the old bear. After the moose left, the old bear said to the goblins, Be sure to tell the princess I was kind to you, and don't steal my fish ever again. The goblins were still hungry. Jesus Christ. They went out looking for more meals, but crept up onto the mangy muskrat's lodge and began to climb inside when they were dragged right back out. The stalwart moose dangled them by the seats of their pants. I think they mean seams. The seams of her pants. Now, look, I know Mangy Muskrat didn't tell you they could eat his food because he blames you coat being ruined. Besides, he barely has enough for himself and he doesn't share with anyone. The goblins began to protest, but he shook his head. He set the goblins down and said, "Come with me." The goblins followed the Starwell Moose part of the river where it ran enough for him to walk into safely. He began teaching them to fish. I'm going to teach you to fish, so when you're hungry, you do not need to steal from animals but of the forest, but it'll be hard work, but it'll be honest. The crafty goblins were not against working hard. They were just hungry, so they listened to the moose, and they pulled a wiggling fish out of the river and ate them up, and finally they were no longer hungry. And that's how the moose became... Okay. I don't think this pertains to a gift. Bag of coins. It was always right in money if something we truly needed. And the princess says someone wants to make sure. I wonder if the moose is the first one. Um,
You sure you're done? Maybe if we put our heads together.
Bet. How am I supposed to know?
Yeah, I can try again.
This is annoying, bro. Am I just that dumb?
You think you're any closer to an answer?
No.
I think I need some help.
Okay, let's think this through.
I'm 21, and I still can't crack a puzzle made for 11-year-olds.
We just need to think like Marianne. I'm personally glad that doesn't come naturally to us.
Any ideas about the torch?
They mention fairy lights in the story. It could be tied to that.
Fairy lights.
Any more thoughts about the sword?
There was something in there about one of them wanting to protect her from wolves.
The bear.
Whoever gave her the coin purse must have cared about her. But it sounds like they all did.
The princess said the person who gave her the purse was worried about her being able to eat. Maybe it's about the food?
The food? Really?
Yeah, a lot of our stories mention food. You know, since we never had enough of it.
Bear moose.
My hungry
Bear moose.
goblins. Okay,
Bear
yeah.
moose.
So, who wanted to feed her?
Bear moose. Bear moose. Bear moose. Bear moose. Bear moose. I gotta remember. Bear moose.
Thank you for sharing your wisdom, Master Allison.
Bear moose. Bear. Bear moose. Bear moose. Bear. Moose. 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 I was wrong.
And boom, we're in.
What kind of mother would have this?
After so many years, I expected this to feel more, you know, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that? Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts? It's here. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
my goodness.
Tyler. Tyler,
What?
look.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
Wow.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. "10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off."
Yeah. I think I need some air.
Well. Trying to think how to wrap my head around that. Interesting.
Are you really, really sure? I am. Do it.
Oh god. I don't want to watch this.
Okay.
Thanks for the like, Hazelton. How
Here
are
we
you,
go.
man? Oh my god.
Whoa. Is it all gone? Yeah. It looks amazing. Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom.
Oh god.
She's been so sad lately. More than sad. She's been scary. Yeah, but not tonight though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison. You don't have to thank me. You're my sister. I feel more like your brother. Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Oh god.
Mom? Mom?
Oh god, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. got a gun.
Mom?
Oh, she looks rough.
No. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Wait! Stop!
Wow. She's like, wow. That actually kind of like terrified me.
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
I feel that at many levels.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe.
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary.
Don't-
She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
That's for
So
sure.
that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
Must be nice to be able to forget.
So, say we get our answers, and it becomes crystal clear Marianne didn't attack you because of your hair. What then?
We deal with it when we get there. But knowing that would mean everything to me.
I get it.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway, to get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
You've been on edge all day. Is there something more going on with you?
It's nothing.
Pretty sure it's not nothing. And I'd like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page. Sell this place as quick as possible and move on.
Look, I've already explained why this is so important to me. Why are you still dragging your feet?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
Oh. So that's what this is about.
Maybe a little. Yeah. It's just... You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
It's not that I didn't want to see you. I just wasn't ready to be Tyler in Delos Crossing.
I tried to visit you. I tried to go to your fireweed graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed photos.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
Look, I didn't want to see anyone. I just started testosterone. And, oh god, I had the worst acne. My emotions were all over the place, and the smells. Allison, the smells. Men smell bad.
I can relate
I
to
know.
that.
I've dated a few.
Look, I needed some time to figure my shit out before I asked anyone else to try.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So, I was thinking, do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
I know, trust me. I'm not talking about staying for long, just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Well, it would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay.
I love this game. Look how pretty this fucking thing is.
So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright, deal. Holly's Diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
Mom and Allison argue again. At least this time I'm not the only one Mom is screaming at now. Oops. Mom almost seemed jealous because we didn't tell her what we were planning to do in the forest. Allie think we should have told her about our voice. I think she knows already. Mom seemed really upset when I asked her to join the hockey team. It's like wrong for me to play a boys sport. I'm going to keep asking and I will try again next week. She said no again. I'm so mad at her. Why does she always have to say no? Why doesn't she ever let me do what I want to do? I've written a couple of this shit. Allison and I started writing a story. Well, Allison did. She didn't like it when I tried changing everything. Why can't one of the goblins be a boy? Be a boy goblin? Yeah, very common thoughts in a transgender person. Because I've had many of those too. Saw Star Wars yesterday at Bobby's place. Oops. Luke was so great. But Mom found out we watched it and she got so mad. She said it was gloried war. Zim. What? Oh. What the Star Wars sound? Saturday, February 5th, 2005. Mom would be happier if I could. Would Mom be happier if I could do what she wanted me to? When she looks at me, she just doesn't see me. I wish I could show her. I wish I could make her understand. I think she doesn't want to. Allison told me that it was my fault Mom got angry at us. She is such a suck-up. Mom's barely said anything to us in a few days. Allie said she saw her throwing away pages from the Book of Goblins. So, 3/1/2005. Do this, do that. I'm sick of her voice, and I'm sick of that dumb name too, Ollie the Goblin. I'm Ollie the Goblin. Oops. Is that it?
think I'd like to end up somewhere like this. Just not here.
Somewhere with more trees than people?
Exactly.
Just go into it with a little more of a plan than Marianne did.
Already working on it. With my degree, it'll be easy to get a job as a ranger.
After you spend a little time in Juneau?
Still a maybe on that one.
Uh,
Not a bad view, right?
I forgot how beautiful it is.
We were in our own world most of the time. The lake wasn't just a lake. It was Moon Hag's lair, and the mountain was an ice troll.
True.
oh my god.
Plus, you get used to anything if you see it every day.
Not always. Nice ring. Gift from your boyfriend?
Come on. I told you I'm not with anyone right now. Don't rub it in.
Why does it look familiar?
It was a gift from Eddie. He had them both made at the same time.
Both? Oh, wait.
Yep. Ding dong.
This ring is supposed to be linked to the one he gave you, in a spiritual way.
Do you believe in all that?
You mean, do I believe we could be linked in some other metaphysical way? You know, other than the one that already lets us share thoughts and memories.
Fair enough.
Are we going now?
Alright. I think that's enough time enjoying the view.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I know. I was the one all eager to go, and then I started waxing poetic about the landscape.
go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
My sister, the social butterfly.
Seems we got a trespasser.
What
Whoa.
the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4,
I'm Tyler.
don't know any Tylers. 3, 2,
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Are you brother?
Oh god.
Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
Right?
You know what I mean.
That's not a compliment.
Didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
Oh my god.
Not a woman who looks like a man, Sam. A man. A real man, just like you.
Oh, shit. Guess I'm the asshole again.
Yep.
You gotta excuse us old guys.
I really don't.
Yep.
Come on. You kids keep changing the rules. You can't expect us to keep up.
Just respect the people are who they say they are. It's not hard.
No, it ain't hard, but it just takes some getting used to.
It's not an
We'll get
excuse.
used to it, because we aren't going anywhere. So, what are you doing here exactly?
Wow, he makes me mad.
Oh, I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking pipes, you know, all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, it's, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
You sure about that, Sam?
Didn't you used to help Marianne with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Right.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
Like, I don't want to be a jerk, but
not all. I'm sure the gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too?
Mind your business. Fuck.
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So.
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam? We all gotta get going.
Oh. Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
Thanks for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
No thanks. I will manage.
Sam?
Huh?
Sam?
Huh?
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her, and it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself, both of you.
You keep changing the rules,
Hey,
bitch.
so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
We're not changing any fucking rules when those rules have been around for forever, so. Wow, look at that. Look at the armchairs. There are bears carved into it. That's really cool. Ugh. Ugh. Excuse me. Fill the silence with that burp.
Ready to Veni Vidi Vecchi?
I'm ready to talk to Tessa.
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Oh, great.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't. So I'm guessing this is Michael?
Oh, now we're playing as Allison. I'm trying to walk here.
Hey, you.
Hey, isn't it your day off?
Yep, we're here as patrons. Tyler, meet Michael. This is the annoying coworker I was telling you about.
I was there for your introduction to marshmallow vodka and wine coolers, and I've only worked my way up to annoying coworker. Rude.
Don't worry, she told me exactly how miserable she'd be in this town without you.
It's so good to finally meet you. The Tyler talk goes on 24/7, so I feel like I already know you. So, you here to grab some stuff for the homestead, or?
Yeah, we decided it'd be easiest if we just stayed out there. We'll get it cleaned up faster if we literally cannot escape it.
Hey, I'm all for efficiency. Cannot wait for us to get out of here.
What's that?
Michael is moving to Juneau too. We were thinking of being roommates.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about it? You better not be backing out on me. The only thing that gets me up some mornings is marking one more day off the calendar.
Don't worry, she won't. We'll get the house sold, and you guys can move on.
There could be room for you too.
For sure. The more Ronins, the merrier. I'm studying to be a chef, so, you know it'll be good eating.
Nice.
And hey, I only snore during allergy season. And baseball.
How can I say no to that?
You okay?
Dead on my feet, girl. Got up at 4 to fish before work. It's been a day.
Oh, you like to fish?
Yeah, there's this spot called Buzzard Hole I go to at least twice a week. It's like an hour drive, but it's so chill, especially first thing in the morning.
Shut up. I used to go there all the time.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey, well, if you want to go sometime, holler at me. I don't mind sharing.
Cool. Most guys I know get all smeagol about their fishing spots.
Oh, look at you two. Bonding over the most slow and boring way to kill an animal.
She's just jealous because she couldn't catch a fish, even if she filled the lake with cyanide
I'm
first.
not... Ugh, never mind.
Yeah, I don't.
Tyler, we better get started with our shopping.
Fishing's
Yeah,
boring.
I'll be
It's not
around if you need
efficient.
anything.
See, look at that. He turned around to look at her. Oh shit.
The future mayor of Delos Crossing.
Tom Vecchi?
Yep. Is it really that big of a shock? He owns the only store in Delos Crossing, and he's chummy with the Old Boys Club.
I guess. He never really struck me as having ideas. And he's not exactly charismatic. Come on, I'm freezing here.
Oh my god.
I really hope they get enough signatures on this.
On what?
They want to build a fancy hunting lodge up the river. It's gonna totally screw up salmon migration. Crazy that they haven't caught him yet.
Weird.
Tessa's still doing that Bible study here every Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. Wednesday nights are always packed. She cooks tons of bibinka and the Hail Marys start flowing.
There's gonna be a lot of leftovers after the rapture.
More for us.
Alright.
Well, hello, Miss Ronan. Did you forget something in the office?
No, just doing some shopping. You remember my brother, Tyler?
Your brother? Oh, right, Tyler. What a pleasant surprise.
Didn't Allison tell you I'd be by today?
Yes, I think she did. I just didn't expect to see such a dapper young man.
Well, I did shower this morning.
Did you just get back into town, or?
More or less, we've been working out at the old house, but surprise, surprise, after 10 years of sitting empty, it was missing a few things, hence the supply run.
Oh, right. Well, we'll get you set right up.
I'm so glad I never
It
had to
must
do
be
this.
nice to be home.
I'm not sure nice is the word for it.
Oh, of course. I assume being there feels complicated.
That's one way to describe it.
Well, don't let me keep you any longer. I'll be here if you need anything.
Oh, hey, is Tessa around today?
The wife's not in at the moment. I'm sure she'll be around later, though.
Okay,
I-
so we need candles and an all-purpose cleaner.
Plus snacks and drinks. I'm starving. You think you could take a picture of this? Look, all the good fishing spots are marked.
I don't have my phone on me. And you know you could just Google all this later, right?
Are you kidding, Allison? Old fishermen aren't gonna share this kind of juicy intel on the internet.
Well, fishing is boring as hell to me.
No way. The Trout King is still here.
Hey, Tyler, remember the Trout King?
Yeah, I saw it. I thought Tom might have retired him by now.
You kidding? He never misses a chance to tell customers he won a trout derby.
Oh my
It
god.
was a 12-pounder.
Oh my god. That's so funny. This is some small town shit right here. This is exactly what it's like.
Any opinion on cleaning products?
Only that using them is an unfortunate way to spend an afternoon. Man, they really upped their interior design game. They didn't used to have a license plate wall.
I'll take the strong one.
Oh, did you just fit that in your back pocket, girl? Allison got some junk in her
Got any
trunk.
big plans in Juneau?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a passable cooking school there. I'm gonna be a chef.
Oh, you gonna open up your own restaurant?
Oh, slow down, Tiger. Maybe someday, but in the meantime, I'll be washing dishes.
Hey, Tom,
as I work my
when'd you
way
get
up
that new
the
California
cutthroat
plate?
diner industry.
I bet you won't be washing dishes long.
Yeah, I'll graduate to slinging Adam and Eve on
They
a raft.
sent you their license plate?
What?
Eggs and toast. I've been studying up on diner lingo.
So, by pulled strings, you mean you gave Eddie a discount on those new waiters?
I've got friends in high places.
Oh my god. I wonder why that's important.
Man, I wish we had a toaster. We could stock up on frozen waffles.
Hey, Tyler, candy or chips?
You know I got a sweet tooth, sis.
Sugar Rush it is. Let's see. Fresh cut peonies, triple layer chocolate chip cake, toasted marshmallow.
Are you doing a dramatic reading of a fancy-ass cookbook?
Nope, just browsing these fancy ass candles.
Do we need candles? Oh yeah, we do need candles.
Let's see. Fresh cut peonies, triple layer chocolate chip cake, toasted marshmallow.
Are you doing a dramatic reading of a fancy-ass cookbook?
Nope, just plain candles are fine.
pumpkin's huge.
Michael, you want me to pick up some birch syrup for you?
Is that some roundabout way of asking me to make you two my world famous pancakes?
Ooh, busted.
I want some pancakes now. I bought a pancake maker that embeds Darth Vader and R2-D2 in the pancakes.
That really is one enormous pumpkin.
Sorry. I think I got everything.
You're planning to be a ranger, right?
Yep, that's the plan. I'll probably start by cleaning honey buckets, but one day I'll make it to Denali.
You say Denali like the whole thing's covered in gold leaf. It's your dream, huh?
Yeah, there's just no...
Athletic, graceful, and spirited. Sounds like you.
Sorry, I might be movie star handsome, but I can't act for shit.
I should write down their info for after the move.
Freshman boot camp. Oh, roller doobie.
Can you believe Tessa and Tom were ever young?
I heard that. I may have a little less going on in the hair department, but you should see the rest of Delos High, class of '81.
Fair enough.
Good.
Hey, Tom.
There's something I can help you with?
How's business?
Am I gonna pay
Oh, a
for this
little
stuff
light
or
on
just leave?
customers, but that's given us time to finish up the inventory. I think we might close early. Maybe catch the final of Survival on Ice live. Don't tell Tessa, but I'm rooting for Butch. She thinks he's too cutthroat. I say that's the game. You tried that new chocolate bar we got in last week?
Oh, no, not yet.
I didn't think I'd like it. Habanero and chocolate. But it's not bad. What'll they think up next, huh?
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Candles can use buy snacks and drinks. Oh, and you get drinks? I don't think I got drinks yet. Where are the drinks at? Where's the cooler?
Ew, canned ham? How do people eat this?
Did 10 years in fireweed make you forget what it was like to be broke?
Sorry, that was shitty. I remember Marianne stretching vegetable stew for a week once.
Canned ham would have tasted amazing by the end of that.
Here we go.
Tyler, you want water, soda, juice?
Whatever you want. I'm not picky.
Wish any of it sounded good.
Grape soda.
Grape soda it is.
Ooh, getting wild.
Okay, I think we're done here.
There.
Tom will ring us up at the counter.
Will that be all?
Yes. Thank you, Tom. Oh, hi, Tessa. We were just meaning to come talk to you.
Hi, Tessa. Long time no see.
My God, you look like a completely different person.
It's me. Plus beard.
Yes.
So we were out at the old house today.
Heavens, why would you go there? Surprised it's even still standing.
We found some stuff in Marianne's room that took us by surprise.
Oh, really?
We want to ask you some questions about her. You're the only person who might have known Marianne better than us.
I don't know about that. It's been a decade, kids.
I know, but I need to ask.
What is it?
Did she ever talk about me being a boy?
No. It never came up. I found out much later, just like everybody else.
Marianne was obviously concerned. She really didn't confide in you at all?
Your mother was intensely private. She didn't need anyone else, and she made that clear.
But this was about Tyler. She was always willing to ask for help when it came to us.
Not at the end. Look, I have a lot on my plate today. I'm sorry. My advice to you would be to try to move on.
It's not that easy.
What happened that night? You can't understand something like that, but it was God's plan. That's all we can know. I need to go now. Best of luck to you, truly.
What the hell was that?
I told you she wouldn't talk. It's like she's got CIA training.
Something's weird here. It's weird, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I feel it too. It's like something's on the tip of my tongue.
Boy, where are you going? Are we done? I thought we were done here.
Hey guys, you all done yet?
Yeah, Mom. Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
I'm afraid there's no time for games today, sweetie. Now let's go.
Marianne, can you come here?
Sorry, Tessa, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, what's your excuse this time? Emergency repairs for the beaver dam?
Tessa, look.
No, I don't want to hear it. I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your dads?
completely forgotten about that.
I remember it, but not exactly like that. Here, let's see if we can call up my version, okay?
Mom? Can we go outside while you and Tessa play cards?
No, there's no time for games today.
Marianne, can we talk?
No, we can't. Just leave the groceries, kids. Let's go.
Don't. Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
Weird.
We remember that slightly differently.
Yeah, I'd say.
I guess that makes sense. Rashomon, you know? But whatever happened, after that, they walked to the counter, and then Marianne lashed out at Tessa, right?
No. Marianne defended us because Tessa got all preachy.
Which is it going to be?
I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts?
No, Tessa was. She went all Jack Thompson on her.
I want to talk to you now. Or do I need to start calling in your debts? I want to talk to you
I'm trying to think.
Which is it going to be?
Bitch, I'm still deciding.
Please, let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay?
You hearing this? Marianne was looking for a fight.
Please, let's just talk for a few minutes.
From what I know from their mother being intensely private, and she didn't want to talk, so I'm guessing it was Tyler's memory.
Please. Let's just talk for a few minutes. Okay? Please, Marianne, I'm just trying.
Stay away from my children. They don't need your guidance.
I'm just trying to help.
I don't need help. Not from you, not from anyone else in this fucking town. I'm done with all of you.
You're done with the food I give you? The fuel? Maybe you are, but the kids
are my children, Tessa. Mine, not yours.
Please, let's not do this here. Let's go into my office.
Fine. Okay. You two, wait here. What is wrong with you?
I'm still skeptical, but okay. For now, let's say Marianne was being Marianne.
Yeah.
But once they got into the office, they both went at it. Hard.
Hey, boy!
What do you think they were arguing about? Me?
Don't know. It was impossible to hear anything after she cranked up the music.
Thanks for the like, dude.
But hey, now that we know she was lying to our faces, let's ask her.
Knock knock beats.
Is there something I can do for you?
Earlier you said Marianne kept everything to herself. But you two had a big fight a few months before her death, didn't you?
We argued all the time. You'll have to be more specific.
This wasn't about who cheated at Canasta. This was intense. You locked yourselves in the office so we couldn't hear.
I'm sorry. It was a long time ago. Now, I was in the middle of something.
Okay. We'll leave you to it. Damn it.
I think she knows more than she's letting on.
Right?
Duh. But there's no way to nail her down when we don't even know what we mean.
If we could pinpoint what it was about, she'd be out of excuses.
Sure, but how do we do that? The music was too loud to make out what they were saying.
Marianne and Tessa were obsessed with that song. It was on all the time.
What are you thinking?
We've been getting these visions whenever we see or hear something really emotional. Maybe listening to it will trigger something.
You may be onto something here, Ronan.
We can't go back to her with anything half-assed. We should go talk to Tom.
Well, here we
Make
go.
sure we build as strong of a case as possible.
Okay. Let's see if we can figure out what song it was.
Oh, bruh. I wasn't listening to it. How am I supposed to remember?
Hey, Tom.
There's something I can help you with?
This might be a weird question, but do you remember the song that Tessa and Marianne used to love? They played it all the time.
How could I forget? I think she's still got the CD back here. A little worse for the wear, of course. Hold on. Here it is. I was happy when it got put away, to be honest. A bit cheesy for my tastes.
Oh, they're playing. Oh, he's playing it. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's what we want.
This is it, right?
I think so. Whoa, I just got hit with a flood of memories. You seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Should we check this one out?
Mom, stop! That's so embarrassing!
Oh, yeah? Tessa, come join me. I know you love this song.
No, I couldn't possibly. Some of us are actually trying to get work done here.
I forgot how carefree she could be.
Yeah. What the hell happened? You think there's more memories lurking around?
I don't know. Let's see.
Where are we? There we go.
The kids keep pestering me for these candies. They're so expensive.
I'll just grab a bag. It's fine.
Oh, no. I can't, Tessa.
It's nothing.
Okay. But write it down in your little notebook.
Okay. Whatever you want.
Notebook.
There. Happy?
Yes. And I'll be by on Wednesday to help you close, like I promised.
Tessa acted like she was Marianne's mom sometimes.
I think you mean Tessa was self-righteous and treated Marianne like a charity case.
She was trying to help.
We should see if we can find that notebook she was holding.
Right?
I know Tessa still keeps a bunch of them in here somewhere.
What are you doing here?
I thought you needed help with the store.
I needed help 2 hours ago. Have you been drinking?
What? No, I just had a day, okay? I took a pill. I'm fine.
Marianne.
I said I'm fine. Kids, come on, let's go.
Wait, please. I have something for you. Take a look at this when you get home, okay? They can handle this confusion. I've been working with these people for years. They can help.
What is she holding?
What do you think that pamphlet was Tessa gave to Marianne?
I don't know. I saw it in Marianne's room. It had a creepy vibe, but I didn't think much about it. It was bad, though. Like, maybe conversion therapy bad.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
Whoa. If this is true, I want to know how Marianne felt about it. And we need to hit Tessa with some hard proof. Shouldn't we try to find something about the pamphlet Tessa gave Marianne?
Good idea. What was the organization called? The Alliance Against Other People's Business?
I think it was on the one outside.
Athletic, graceful, and spirited. Sounds like you.
Sorry, I might be movie star handsome, but I can't act for shit.
It's the one outside. I think it's on the one outside. I think.
Tessa still doing that Bible study here every Wednesday?
Mm-hmm. Wednesday nights are always packed. She cooks tons of bibinka and the Hail Marys start flowing.
There's gonna be a lot of leftovers after the rapture.
More for us.
What's that freaking beep? Boop, boop, boop. Bump, bump. It's a plant. Looks like a palm. Evidence. Gotta find evidence of the pamphlet. Isn't there one back at home? Let's see. Find evidence to confront Tessa. Okay.
We should see if we can find that notebook she was holding.
Yeah. I think they're all piled up in Tessa's office somewhere.
Or is there a Snoop in there? Oh, let's just walk in there and snoop. Hey, don't mind us. I'm just gonna look through everything.
Can I help you, Allison?
Oh, no thanks. I'm good. I'm just looking for something that I forgot.
The duck from the...
Ah, 2004.
Anything interesting?
June 24th meal. The restaurant paid off. First $11 for the kid. February Eric B. Every 50. March paid off February's debt. September $20. Pay for gas in full.
No show. It looks like Marianne started flaking on her debt in October 2004.
5 months before that night.
What's this doing here?
Is there something I can do for you?
No, never
A
mind.
similar computer with her in there? Like, she needs to leave so I can snoop. Let's see what happens if I just turn this on.
Tessa? Is it okay if I run a quick Google search? My phone's dead.
Sure, but make it quick. I'm going to need the computer.
Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. Wait, what? Is that what she recommended for Tyler?
I don't know what to say.
I'm sorry, Tyler.
Yeah.
Let's see how Tessa explains this one away.
A Parent's Guide to Preventing Same-Sex Attraction. Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. Now it's 20th year. Admission 2015 open. Oops.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, we've got a good sense of what went down. Let's talk to Tessa.
I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, we've got a good sense of what went down. Let's talk to Tessa.
Is there something I can do for you?
We're back. With details that should help your memory.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Marianne was having one of her days. You were trying to talk, but she wasn't cooperating. The two of you started arguing, and you went in the office and cranked up that song you both loved.
And when was that?
Well, our memories don't exactly have timestamps.
Oh, fuck. want to say August.
August 2004. That's when she stopped paying off her debts to you, right?
August? No, that doesn't sound right. I distinctly remember her helping during the summer rush. We were still on good terms then.
So you did end up on bad terms at some point? When?
I honestly can't pinpoint the exact moment, but she got harder and harder to be around. I'm sure we never fought about money, though. I could see that she was struggling.
When did it hit
Yeah,
October?
we didn't think you guys were arguing about money. We know you support the Alliance for Traditional Families, and that you gave her the pamphlet about their camp.
What camp?
The Virtue Seekers Youth Camp. It was conversion therapy. You told her that Tyler should go there.
I'm sorry. I'm really trying hard, but I just can't remember. Your mother acted erratic for months. We fought many times.
Was it ever about me?
It was always about a lot of things. She was struggling with everything at the end.
Did you try to convince Marianne to send Tyler to some kind of program?
No. And I think you should go now.
Tessa, I'm here to figure out if Marianne tried to kill me because of who I am. Do you get that?
I do.
Then why won't you help me?
I truly don't understand what went on in her mind that day. And it will always be my deepest regret that I didn't see it coming. I hope you find your answers. I really do. I pray every night for you, too. But I have a lot on my plate right now, so I need to ask you to leave.
I hope I didn't mess that up.
Sure, we'd hate to be a burden. Can we have our groceries?
Michael already put them in your trunk.
Okay, thanks. Bye, Tom.
See you later.
He just doesn't care.
What are you thinking?
Just trying to wrap my brain around all that.
She led us on a bit of a conversational snipe hunt, didn't she?
Yeah, but it's kind of an answer, right? She didn't want to admit what they were fighting about, which makes me think it was me. You spooked her with that talk about the program. I think Marianne really was trying to figure out how to support me before whatever the hell happened that pushed her over the edge.
You may be right.
Yeah. She stood up for me, Allison. She was still crazy Marianne, but she saw me. I feel lighter. Like I've been carrying something around for the last 10 years, and now it's gone.
I'm really happy for you.
But
that just opens a whole new box of Pandora's, doesn't it?
yeah, a whole damn shipping crate full.
Well, it's a good thing Eddie's expecting us. He knew Marianne pretty well, and he was in charge of her case.
Did he ever mention anything about the investigation to you?
No, I never asked. And I'm sure he thought I was better off not knowing.
Guess that might have made for some awkward dinner conversation.
Exactly. But I mean, he's a good cop. Thorough. I'm sure he's got something. Let's go.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end stream here. I gotta go to bed for work tomorrow. I'm gonna meet the adopted father next time. I think I'm gonna let him get out of the car so it saves.
This is kind of bleak.
It's usually more crowded, but the other officers punch out at 6 o'clock sharp.
There's no crime after 6?
In the mean streets of Delos Crossing? Just bears and drunken disorderlies. And Uncle Eddie can usually handle them on his own.
But what about drunk bears?
Anyway, he's probably in his office, upstairs.
Oh, there you go. It's saving.
Damn, they still got this creepy mascot, huh?
What? Officer Justin Beaver is not creepy. He's
Justin
Delos Crossing's
Bieber.
longest serving officer.
Alright, I'm gonna end stream there. That was fun. I really am enjoying this game. It's really hitting me in the feels, that's for sure. Hard. Okay. Where's my thing? Oh no, it's right there. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I probably won't get to play this until next weekend because I do work until Friday on the road. So I will see you guys then. Thank you for everyone who stopped in to say hi. Thanks for the likes and all that. I'm tired. I need to go to bed too. I stayed up too late last night. Alright, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya. Peace.